Hello, my dear followers, clients, and astrology lovers. Here is Olga one more time. I have a rather small, pretty short video report for you today. First of all, because the upcoming week doesn't contain a lot of transit aspects between the planets. There is one very interesting transit in the second half of the week, but basically the week is pretty poor in aspect, but doesn't mean it's not important, because we are still in the shadow of the recent solar eclipse of the 21st of August. So I will talk to you today about the astrological events and tendencies and characteristics, ambiance of the week from Monday, August 28th, and Sunday, September 3rd. I would describe this week in one sentence as a time to put our ideas and projects into practice, because I wonder if you remember what I said about in the video on the eclipses, that to many of us the exact day of the eclipse, especially the solar eclipse, can seem an ordinary day when we think that nothing extraordinary, nothing particular special is happening, because this is the moment of when the portal is opening, and it's a chance of reloading, to start our, if not life, but at least a certain phase of our life from zero. It's a chance to start everything from zero. Yes, at least one part of our life. It depends on of course, on the sphere, that is the houses that are activated by the eclipse. Well, this is the subject of a previous video. What I want to tell you today is that, yes, we are still in the shadow of the latest eclipse, the recent eclipse, and this week will be a time when the changes and the updates that took place during the August eclipses begin to materialize. New people, ideas, and trends continue, because they already started to enter our lives, and this is going to happen within our chosen directions, chosen by us, the direction chosen during the time of the eclipses. So we will be able to see the results. People, events, and changes. Yes. The most difficult days will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I will not comment on the lunar of the aspects of the moon. I just describing general atmosphere of the 3 first days of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the days of hard work, when we will have to coordinate our projects with practical reality. It will be difficult for us to move forward in our business. We must be cautious, perseverant, and patient. On Monday, we must be worry of financial conflicts, especially. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we can face obstacles, delays, major delays and obstacles during our work on our project, and this may require additional effort on our part, right? Acceptance maybe of some new additional obligations towards other people, towards situations. Well, the most interesting thing is coming up on the 31st of August. This is the most favorable day of the week. But what is going on here in the second part of the week and in the beginning of September, during the first week of September? The period from Thursday, August 31st, to the end of the next week, the week after, until September 8th, will be very important from the point of view of realization of our new plans, because Mars, the planet of concentrated energy and force, and Mercury, which is now in its retrograde phase, and it's slowing down before the beginning of its direct phase, will form a conjunction with the conjunction Mars-Mercury in the last degree of Leo, in the point of the solar eclipse of the 21st of August in the 28th degree of Leo. It's extremely important strategic moment, because at this moment between August 20th, I will mention these two transits, Mercury, Mercury Mars in a while, in more details. So this period between August 21st and September 8th will allow us to see real changes in everything, related to the solar eclipse, to the theme of the axis Leo Aquarius, where the lunar and the solar eclipses took place. Okay, in August. We will see changes in our social roles, our social tasks, responsibilities, activities, personal achievements, relationships with children, lovers, and in our hobbies, this axis Leo Aquarius, right? These changes will be, I would say, imprinted in the tissue of our reality through concrete events, because our actions and decisions that we made in August during the eclipse will shape finally on the material level everything that has been visualized and formed on the internal plans during the time of the eclipses. Because the conjunction, especially it's not only one planet, it's the conjunction of planets Mars and Mercury that pass forming conjunction by the point of the latest recent eclipse. So August 23rd, August 31st, Thursday, August 31st, this is the ingression of Mercury to Leo. Mercury now is retrograde, right? I recall you that on July 25th, Mercury entered Virgo, and on August 12th, it began its retrograde phase. Now it's coming back to Leo. It enters Leo once again, going back to Leo, in the beginning on the 31st of August. And on the 5th of September, it will, after 2 days of stationary phase, between retrograde and direct phase, on the 5th of September, it will start its direct phase in the 29th degree of Leo. This is the point of the eclipse, okay? As a result, the day of this transit, and of course plus minus 2 days, for many of us this week, so the couple of last days of August and the early September can make reappear on the surface issues, questions, and problems that have emerged in our lives in the middle of July, when Mercury entered Virgo. These questions, issues, and problems can be and should maybe corrected, solved. Well, the retrograde phase of Mercury exists for that, so that we could correct and solve issues, okay, to make something. But for this, in order to correct and solve these questions, issues, we must depart from the previous stereotypes, and we should not pass the responsibility for the decisions that we make on others. Another thing, if during the second decade, we say, yes, like from middle of August, from the 10th to the 20th of August, some of us started new projects, partnerships, cooperations, or if we signed contracts in the middle of August, we must be prepared now, to see that in September, the conditions of these contracts and collaborations that we accepted at that moment, now that they change, and we can see that what we have decided in this recent past, in August, may look very different from what was originally designed now, and these conditions may even lose meaning, sense for us under modified conditions, in the new light. This is what happens all the time with the Mercury retrograde, when we start something during the retrograde phase of Mercury. So when it's over, when it's finished, we ask ourselves, we look back, we ask ourselves, what did I do? Why did I sign this? I'm not interested in this condition, this clause of the contract anymore. How come I didn't see that when I was signing? Okay? So, Mars. So this is about Mercury. Mars now is in the end of Leo, and it passes the last degree of Leo in September 4th, because it enters Virgo on September 5th. So Mars on the 4th of September, yes. When Mars passes the point of the eclipse, the 29th degree of Leo, this can help us to end up, well, it's not obligatory sign of breakup. This transit may help us, to end up a relationship that was not solid in any case since the beginning. Okay, this is supposed to end. Something is supposed to end up, for example. It can be also clarification of a situation. Well, this transit can help us to start a new chapter of our life, to adjust something, to make an important decision, to clarify the situation, to make an important decision, for example, about education or health. Because Mars in conjunction with Mercury, right? So you also really have to remember that during the transition of Mars to another sign, during any ingression of any planet from one sign to another, when we talk about Mars, it's energy. It's necessary to minimize the risks, especially on the road, while driving, while doing, for example, construction works, repairs, because the level of risk of injuries is high. So imagine the situation. So on the ingression, the day of the ingression of Mars into Virgo on September 5th. So imagine the situation. On September 2nd, Saturday, Mars forms a trine with Uranus, which is a gorgeous aspect of unexpected help. And on the 3rd of September, on Sunday, Mercury will be in conjunction with Mars. in the degree of the eclipse. So all these aspects together can speed up, can advance an important affair or business, what is important for us. It depends in which house this conjunction is projected, in which house of your horoscope, We always put two charts together, the transit chart and your personal chart. At this moment, for example, a missing person, a missing animal or lost valuable object can be found. So these are rather good news, but however, the level of aggression and the risk of injury during the conjunction of Mars and Mercury can be quite high. We can talk here about road accidents, burns in handling with fire if you're not careful enough, accidents caused by firearms and sharp objects. So the increased caution is required between September 1st and September 3rd. And also between the September 3rd and 6th, a question of real estate or of another valuable acquisition can be resolved, as well as a problem related to work schedules or to the agenda of classes at schools or in another institution, educational institution. So this is the most remarkable transit of the week. The conjunction Mars-Mercury in the last degree of Leo in the point, and yes, the conjunction and the transition by the point of the solar eclipse of the 21st of August. This transit will bring will reactivate one more time, echo the message of the solar eclipse the 21st of August, and we will have to wait until the next eclipses in January 2018 to use another chance, to change our lives. Let's take advantage of the upcoming transit, which will be extremely, as I said, important moment and extremely strategic moment for all of us. So a couple of words, about the end of the week. Friday will be favorable to social activities, to promotion of projects and tasks on a larger scale. And over the weekend, problems of cooperation will be the focus of our will be in the focus of our attention, as well as the issues of relationships in which we are tied or linked to other people through common ideas and goals. This is my message for you today. Thank you for following me. I wish you an awesome week, and I will talk to you very soon. Good luck to all of us, and goodbye.